I feel like I don't have ever. I don't speak English. Oh, I feel like I don't have much to say. I feel like most of the time I sorry, I just saw something that scared me. I'm in my room. I'm in my room and it's dark. Okay, am I the only one? When it gets really, really like dark, right? When I was a kid, I slept with my mom a lot because I was scared of the dark. A lot. Um, I forgot what grade. I forgot how old I was when I stopped doing it, but it was like a real fear, a fear that scared me so much. And when your parents tell you, "Oh, there's a ghost," and my dad would be terrified, absolutely traumatize me with the stories he'd tell me. But I would be like, "Tell me more. Tell me more, please. I would love to know more." Wait, how did that monster kill that kid? Did the kid look like me? Hmm. And he had my name. Oh, and he is me. Okay, that's great. That's gonna be my kids. I'm gonna tell them the most terrifying stories, um, in a healthy way, if there is one. But yeah, I was very terrified of the dark as a kid. If you still are scared of the dark, that's okay. It's okay. Eventually, it will grab your leg at night. Now, I love sleeping in the dark. Like darkness is. I am darkness. I am the Dark Knight. I am. I am. I am the thing that is in the darkness. You know the saying. It's you're not a. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid what's in the dark. Isn't that the same thing? I've been thinking this for here and then. I've heard someone say that once. Isn't that the same thing? I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid what's in the dark. So you're afraid of the dark because if it wasn't dark, then you wouldn't be scared. Would I'm not afraid of the daytime. I'm afraid what's out in the day. Well, I don't know. Oh man, why is it the same thing? I don't know. Um, yeah, but when I get scared, man, my eyes get watery. The moment I hear something scary, I start tearing. So clearly, I'm still have some type of issues. It's not like I'm a baby or something, but like, ugh. You tell me a scary story, my eyes start watering. Don't know why. Anyways, we're gonna talk about doodling. Okay, I had to do something. I forget what I was even speaking about. What I was even thinking about. Why is it every time I'm on these I have to burp like crazy? I was speaking about darkness and scary stuff. Okay. I'm not sure how I was leading that into doodling, but doodle, 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 doodle. The importance of doodling is important. I think, of course, when you don't know what to draw, it's fun to doodle. It's so fun because there's no right or wrong. Of course, when you're working on a project, right, you don't want to mess up. You know, that's the number of things you don't want to do. You don't want you don't want to make it look bad, right? But a doodle is something that is just a doodle. It's something you care about, right? I care about it, even if it's terrible, or maybe not sometimes. Um, they all matter. Every single piece I've made connected in some way, even if it's a dot. I don't know why I said that so aggressive. Uh, because I am one with what I've made, But what I'm trying to say is doodle more. I know, shocker. That's very, very deep. I know that's gonna make you think. It's gonna after you watch this video and listen to this, you're gonna be like, yeah, I didn't get anything from it. Maybe you did. What things I love to do when I'm doodling is I've noticed when I'm listening to someone speak or when anything, sometimes I don't like to be so focused on what I'm doing. And if I'm listening to someone speak through a call or watching a movie, right, I'll surprise myself that at the end I didn't even know what I just made. And that's how it kind of was in the beginning when I used to draw. I never knew what I was actually making. It was always a surprise. So I was always so excited to draw. And I'm always still excited to draw because when I watch these, I be smiling sometimes like a weirdo. Yeah, I made that. But it's fun to see that I could make something like that. And by just doodling. And I wasn't so hard on myself that this has to be so perfect. It's just a doodle. But these doodles really help. They really help with, of course, like the way you want to make your art. If there's not so much stress in a doodle. If you're stressing that much over a doodle, then maybe you're not doodling right. You gotta become like Doodle Bob. You gotta go crazy. This page is crazy. A lot of these lines on here, except for that middle one down there, I still consider that as a doodle a little bit. Of course, it's a lot more cleaner, right? But it was something that it wasn't something I was planning on making. I don't plan on making any of my drawings. None of my drawings have a script. They don't have I have ideas, but I never know what the end result will be. And that's so I guess I'm always doodling, but with so much trying and failing. It's like mixing. It's like combined doodling, but also like freedom of, I don't know, like doodling. Like it's like I know what I'm making, but I also feel like I'm doodling. Like I when people say you're doodling, that's not a doodle. That's actually really good. Because a lot of people who just doodle and it's so good. That's the whole thing. They're known for just doodling. I never actually. I feel like I'm always just doodling. I'm always just I'm always loose, and I can feel it when I'm not loose. So then I have to take a break. I don't know why I made this page a doodle page. I think because it was just so messy that I haven't done one in a long time. And some of this, like that saying I did right there, was from a song I was listening to, so I just added that. And I meant to say sweet, but dyslexia. Okay, I keep having to disappear because I have to deal with some business, and I'm getting itchy. Okay, relax, breathe. No, I was talking about doodling. I was actually getting somewhere. My train of thought was actually pretty smooth. But I kind of lost it. Like most of the time, I lose my ideas. I should start writing my ideas, so then I can capture the moment. Sometimes I think about something. I might think of an art idea or something or anything, and you feel the moment of like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. But then moments later or just days later, you won't actually do it. You in that moment you just said it to make that moment feel good, right? But if you write things down, you kind of save it. you cared that much to write it down. In those moments, if you just say something out loud, sometimes I feel like I'm just saying it in that moment because it feels right, right? But just write it down and keep it, and so you can look back and be like, oh yeah, I wrote it down. I don't even do that, actually. I don't do that. I said that as if I do that, and I don't even do that. But it's a good idea, and it's a good thing you should do. But I don't even do that. So that was pointless for me. I should take that advice that I just said and put it in my own life. There's, like I said, there was part said there's no right or wrong way to doodle. You can doodle whatever around you. I'm trying to do that more. That's a really fun thing to do. I love to doodle things that are around me and then put sayings around them. At my old job, I used to do that. Some of my when I would go on break outside, I'd love to draw the things that are around, mostly like poles or the side of a wall. I just draw it, and I would do a phrase, anything that's on my mind, and I would put a date and like a journal, a doodle journal. You should make one of those. I suggest you make one. It's pretty fun. I had one, but it slowly kind of became not one. It kind of became just something I just started drawing in. But I do have a few journal doodles in there, and even those are even like those are some of my favorites. It's the small things that are the best. Not the big drawings, of course, are ones that you put your blood and sweat and tears and your saliva, and I don't know if you're putting saliva in it, it's probably not good. I got a burp. It's coming out. No, suck it back in. Okay. The little doodles and the little drawings you make, I think, are ones that are unnoticed. Like those are, I love my little drawings. I've used to draw so big, thinking I have to draw the biggest things ever for someone to notice, but no. I do want to draw bigger. I do want to get bigger pieces, but the little drawings, there's times where I'm like, man, I wish I made this in a bigger paper because I love this drawing so much, and it's on a sticky note. I'll do a video on that later. I love drawing on sticky notes. I have a wall of those. I will for sure do a talk on about that, sticky note drawings. But anyways, yeah, I'm losing it, losing it all. There's a snowstorm coming, starting right now actually, and that's the perfect time to doodle. It's the perfect time to doodle when you're stuck in your house, when you're stuck in the car, or when you're stuck in school, and when you got free time. I doodled a lot on my homework in school, like crazy. I doodled a lot. I didn't. You should focus on your work, right, in school. But one little doodle doesn't hurt unless you're failing. It doesn't matter though. I remember when I used to doodle in school, I I got some attention from it. It's not until you get some attention is when you are like, okay, I'm actually going somewhere with this. People are like it. I mean, looking at it now, it's like you guys are liars. You guys were such liars. Oh my gosh. But those are my beginning drawings. Of course, I'm not gonna like them. But I still like them because it shows progress. It shows that like where it started. So I actually do love them in a hateful way. Can you love something in a hateful way? I don't know. This drawings I skip a lot because talk about it a lot, but the camera dies and stuff, and then sometimes I don't want to record the whole thing, so I just show parts and skip parts. But if I had a better camera with better battery, then I probably would show. But sometimes the camera gets in the way, and I don't want to feel like I'm doing it for the camera. Because I don't do it for the attention, right? Even though it's nice to get the attention for what you make. Sometimes I wish that I made this work, but no one knew who I was. Right? But that's what people want. They want to know. They want to see your work. Sometimes you don't. No one wants to know. No, you don't want to know. Sometimes you just want to be a ghost and disappear. Like Danny Phantom. Big Danny Phantom. I wonder if ghosts can doodle. Can you draw? Can you draw after that? Can you draw an afterlife if there is one? Who knows? I had no idea where I was going with this drawing. Of course, this doodle. I had really fun time making this. How far will you go without saying everything you know? Just I thought of it in my head. Pretty deep as the ocean. Pretty deep. I'm afraid of the ocean, actually. Don't want to talk about that. Deep fears, not talking about that. I don't even think I'm halfway done through this video. Oh my gosh. Oh my jeez. Am I gonna delete this one like I've deleted the other ones? I've tried talking. And I've only got like 5 minutes in, and I just delete it. But I'm just starting. I'll get a lot better. I'm gonna look back at this one day and be like, shut up. Oh my gosh, why did anybody listen to me? Yeah. I'm gonna look back at that. I'll be a lot better. I wonder where I'll be. I wonder where I'll be when this all passes. When I'm 2 years in or 5 years in. Or if I'll still be doing this. Or if I will even still be doing art. Maybe I'll be doing something else. Maybe I'll be an astronaut. And I'll go to space. I would go to space. I'd love to go to space. No, I'd love to go to space because why not? And everyone gets to go to space. Isn't that crazy? Not everyone. Actually, yeah, I'd go to space. I'd for sure go to space. I'd be the first person to go to space that doodles something. Oh my gosh. I'd be the first person to draw in space. And if someone else did that, I will throw them back into space. Because now I'm gonna do that first. The first artist in space. I don't even call myself an artist. I don't know. I know it's kind of weird. Like, if you're a professional swimmer, don't you call yourself a swimmer? No. What do you call someone who professionally swims? You professionally swim? Yeah, I'm a professional. I don't know what you'd call someone professionally swims. Nothing, right? I don't think so. an athlete, I guess. Well, yeah, I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. Um, I think I'm actually almost through the video. Yes, I actually can't believe I got this far talking. The time is 12:51. But anyways, I was supposed to talk more about doodling. I was getting there. I wasn't. I don't think I was actually. Um, I'm definitely want to make more videos about this, about doodling. But uh, you also doodle when you're very bored. You know, when you don't have anything, you have no ideas to make. When you feel like you are in an art block. Art block, that's the perfect thing to do. It's a doodle. To literally just put anything on the piece of paper. And I would suggest a pen. Drop the pencil. Or, paint. If you paint too. I'm saying pencils because a pencil you can erase your mistakes, but with a pen, you can technically just cover it up with and make it like black it out, but you're still gonna have to work with that. So I challenge you to just doodle without caring so much. Stop caring. Yeah. Yeah. No, you should care, but not like that. Your life don't depend on it. Sometimes I mess up on a piece and could that ruin my whole day? Maybe. Yeah. But that one piece I mess up doesn't mean it. What's the word? That's not gonna mean that's my whole work. I mess up on one thing, I mess up on it forever, or I mess up one piece and I'm forever gonna mess up. I have a lot of messed up work. A lot. I probably have more messed up work than actual finished pieces. And I think that's okay because you should have a lot more. To be honest, you should have more pieces that are not even finished or work, because it shows how much you keep trying. Um, Even if you're not happy with it, I think it's good to look back and see your progress and what's the word again, and like analyze it, I guess. Like, oh yeah. But yeah, I went. Yeah, this is everything I did with this paper, with this drawing. And now I'm probably gonna go to sleep. It's 12:54. I like to say it, but doodle, but with no thought. I like to draw with no thought. The less you think, the more you make. I know it makes no sense, but think about it, don't think,